Why did you write this book, and what are you hoping that it does out in the world?
Well, I have been fascinated with the Christian calendar, liturgical calendar, for a number of years now. And part of what fascinates me is not that it's perfect, not that it's just all neatly tied up or anything, but this idea of us rhythms of feasting and fasting that we're shaped by and changed by, and everything really revolves around Easter. I mean, it's like Ascension is 40 days after Easter, Pentecost is 50 days after Easter. I mean, it kind of go from there. And I do think resurrection is central to our faith. It's the resurrection of Jesus. And there's a lot of books out there written that are more apologetic books that are about, okay, here's why you should believe that Jesus literally rose from the dead. And those are all great and they're good. But I've been really fascinated with, what does that do to us? What does it really mean that we believe in resurrection? Like, how does that shape us? Because you can look at it as a doctrine. I think people who I've discovered who are wrestling with faith, a lot of times when they say the creeds, they say, well, I really struggle with these two things, the virgin birth and the resurrection. Like, how is that possible? Well, when you take him in isolation and you just see him as two bits of doctrine that you have to believe to be a Christian, then I just don't think that that's helpful. But actually, when you look at the whole story of the Bible as a story of the God who is the resurrection and who is resurrecting, then the context of that makes so much more sense. And then what it does to us. So, okay, to be a resurrection people means we can believe in things like forgiveness, because it's not a zero-sum game. Like, we believe the world is more than just what we can see, that we don't have to grasp after things. We can trust because we know that resurrection is real. It's a reality. I think the other thing is, and I talk about this in the book, but sometimes people think of Easter, if we grew up in any part of a Christian culture, as one day, where we go on Easter egg hunts and maybe we eat ham and all that stuff. But the Easter season is 50 days. It's intentionally longer than Lent. So it's more time than we fast, we feast, because we celebrate the reality of resurrection.